Uchtidus Filius Scott lived in 1130. He was father of Richard, who is said to have had two sons: Richard, ancestor of the Scotts of Buccleuch, and Sir Michael, ancestor of the Scotts of Balweary. From Richard, the eldest son, descended Sir Richard, who married the heiress of Merthuckstone, and died 1320, leaving a son Michael, father of two sons, Robert and Walter of Synton. Robert's great-grandson was Sir Walter, who had two sons, Sir David of Branxholm, and Alexander of Howpaisley. Sir David had two sons, one, David, whose great-great-grandson Sir Walter, was created Baron Scott of Buccleuch, 1603, and Robert, ancestor of the Scotts of Scotstarvit. The first Lord Scott died in 1611, and was succeeded by his son Walter, who was created Earl of Buccleuch, 1619. The Earl was succeeded by his son Francis, 2nd Earl, who died 1651, leaving two daughters, Mary, Countess of Buccleuch, who married Walter Scott of Highchester, created Earl of Tarvas for life. On her death, without issue, the title went to her sister Anne, Countess of Buccleuch, who married Duke James of Monmouth, natural son of King Charles II. On their marriage they were created Duke and Duchess of Buccleuch in 1673. The Duke of Monmouth was beheaded 1685, when his English titles were forfeited. He left two sons, James, styled Earl of Dalkeith, and Henry, created Earl of Deloraine, 1706, whose line ended with the death of the fourth Earl, 1807. James, Earl of Dalkeith, dying in his father's lifetime, his son Francis became 2nd Duke of Buccleuch, who was succeeded by his grandson Henry, 3rd Duke, who also succeeded to the Dukedom of Queensberry. The 3rd Duke left two sons. The younger Henry, succeeded to the Barony of Montagun; the elder, Charles, became 4th Duke. His grandson is William, the 6th Duke of Buccleuch and Queensberry, whose brother, Henry John, was created Baron Montagu of Beaulieu in 1885. We now return to Alexander of Howpaisley. His descendant in the 8th degree was Francis of Thirlestane, who was created a baronet, 1666. He was succeeded by his son, Sir William, 2nd Baronet, who assumed the name of Napier on his marriage with Elizabeth, Mistress of Napier. His representative is William, 11th Lord Napierand Ettrick. Walter Scott of Synton, mentioned at the beginning, was an ancestor of Walter of Harden, whose grandson, Walter, 3rd of Harden, had two sons. The younger Hugh was ancestor of the Scotts of Gala. The elder, Walter, was the father of Sir William, 5th of Harden, who had a number of sons. The eldest, William, died without issue. The second, Sir Gideon, was father of Walter, Earl of Tarvas, above named, whose great-grandson by his second marriage, Hugh, succeeded to the Barony of Polwarth, and is represented by Walter Hugh, 8th Baron Polwarth. The third son of Sir William, 5th of Harden, was Walter of Raeburn, who left two sons. The elder, William, is represented by Robert Scott of Raeburn. The younger son, Walter, was great-grandfather of Sir Walter Scott, the author of Waverley. There now remains to be described the family of Balweary. Sir Michael Scott was great-grandfather of another Sir Michael, who was known as the Wizard. His descendant, Sir William, was taken prisoner at Flodden, 1513, and was succeeded by his son, Sir William of Balweary, who died, leaving two sons. From the elder, another Sir William, descended David Scott, who succeeded to the baronetcy of his aunt's husband, James Sibbald, and his grandson is the Sir Francis David Sibbald Scott, Bart, of Dunenald. The younger son Andrew was great-grandfather of John Scott of Kirkstyle, created a baronet, 1761, whose descendant is Sir William Monteath Scott, Bart of Ancram.